So here it is. You can see I have a lot of layers now. Let's see what the back looks like. There is the back. Took a little bit of little length off of it. So what I want to do now is clean up the layers. I want to kind of check it for symmetry and then do a little thinning out in areas that are getting way down. So the first thing I do is I just like to take pieces of hair and I will pull them forward. And I've done this quite a bit today already, but I will pull them forward and make sure that everything is symmetrical. So once I figure that out, and I've already determined that it is, but you want to take hairs from different parts of your head on different sides, the same area, and pull them out and check them for symmetry, okay? After you are done with that, one thing that can happen when you're doing a layered haircut at home is that you could have areas that are a little too heavy, a little too jagged, maybe stairs looking, and we don't want any of that. So what I am gonna do to check for that, because what's happening now is I have a lot of hair kind of in the way. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take my comb and I'm gonna pull out just kind of like the top hair from both sides. And I'm gonna take the rest of this hair and I'm gonna pin it up. I'm gonna get it out of my way so I can see what is happening with these shorter layers, because I really want to get a look into the short layers, and it's easier to see when I have everything out of my way. So I'm pulling all of this hair besides what's on the top. You can see me. I'm gonna pull all of this forward, and then I'm taking anything underneath kind of this artificial line I'm drawing, and I'm gonna pull it up and out of my face, out of my way, okay? So that I can see what's happening and I don't have all of this hair kind of blocking my view, okay? So I can already see something I need to fix. Now, one little side note here, I had a haircut not too long ago where they gave me these curtain bangs that were something I did not ask for. I didn't want bangs at all. I wanted my longest layer to be down here, but I got these straight things right here. And although I have tried to fix them, I don't want to go too short. And the only way to fix them is to go shorter. So I'm just kind of dealing with them as they're growing out. Hi, how are you? So I have the rest of this hair, and this is kind of like the top layers, okay? And the top layers are just kind of hanging down. And what I'm gonna do is go through here and kind of look for any weird chunkies happening. And if you can see, right back here, you can see one. Do you see that right here? This guy, we don't want. We don't want to have anything that's kind of like a stair or anything that's kind of abrupt. So I can do two things with this. I can go in with these guys right here, my little teethies, and do a little thinning out. Now, the thing that I want to stress about using these kind of shears is you want to be like, you don't want to go too crazy with them, because what can happen is you can end up with really thinning out your hair. It's really kind of fun to do, but if you overdo it, and I've had actually a stylist do this to me, over texturize or over thin out, and it goes from a situation where you're going to get more volume out of your hair from it to a situation where your hair really looks significantly thinner, and we don't want that. Oh, no problem. Hopefully you saw my video earlier where I cut my head. I didn't take off as much as I was going to be taking off, but I kind of, what I'm going to do, I think what's going to end up happening here is I'm going to be showing you guys some of this in steps. Okay, so I will do this cut, and then I'm going to probably get the feeling like I need a little bit more of a shorter look going forward. Okay, so I'm just taking these, oh, wrong, just use the wrong scissors. Shh. Yeah, watch the earlier video, so I just screwed that up, but it's all right. Note to self, make sure you grab the right scissors. Okay, it's okay because I have shorter layers over on that side. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go through, look it over. Now, if there's any heaviness too, so we can get rid of those lines right here. I see something I wanna fix right in here. If there's just heaviness in general, these scissors work great for that as well. And I'm gonna show you one other thing that we can do to kind of help with the heaviness. One little slice or a couple little slices and that will take care of it. Right here, see this piece right here? Boop. Anything that looks too heavy, right? So the whole thing with layers is I want chunky layers, but I want volume too. And by getting rid of some of that, I can get the volume, the layers. And again, this is driving me bonkers. And I think I'm gonna do a little something to it. But again, I don't wanna lose too much length, and it's been a while since I've been trying to grow that out. So we are doing pretty good. I got rid of that jaggy line back there. Now I am gonna go and I'm gonna do a little bang kind of tweak, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take half of my bangs here and I'm gonna overshoot them across my face. And the reason being is when you overshoot, and I get the same thing with the ponytail technique that I use to cut my hair. When you overshoot, what you're going to be doing, I have like this receding hair right there. Let's do a little bit more. When you overshoot, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get yourself a nice tapered effect. As I get older, I have to pull this further and further back. I have started a new serum that I'm hoping is going to help with my hormonal hair loss going on. I will keep you guys updated on that. Yeah, we'll grab a little bit more. So I'm taking these and I'm pulling this over. Did I grab all the bangs? Yeah. Okay. So I'm pulling this across, okay? Across. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. Wrong side of the globe. Okay. There we go. And now that I have it where I want it, which is there, I'm gonna go in again with these little fun doodads and I'm gonna cut straight. Let's see, this is gonna fall longer, that's gonna be shorter. I'm gonna go straight across here, and because I'm doing it over correction here, this part's gonna be longer, or this part's gonna be shorter and this part's gonna be longer because it's further away from my head. And I'm just gonna texturize a little bit because again, I don't wanna lose too much of that length. Thin it out so it's not such like this drop right there. And do you see that difference? Really subtle, but it's kind of a little bit more wispy at the ends, and that's what I want. I don't want that line, any kind of line, straight line hanging anywhere. Okay, other side. For doing this, it kind of depends on where your bangs end. My bangs, since I really don't have bangs, I really never wanted curtain bangs. I really don't want to include this hair. This guy, I want to keep just this gook. Okay, so he is gonna move across my face again. Across. I don't even have to worry about this guy. That guy can go. Okay, across, pulling it all the way across, and then again, because it's over directing, it's going to be longer here and shorter here because it took a longer distance for it to over direct there. You feeling it? You feeling me? And then I'm just going to go in and just do a little texturizing. That's it. The other thing is if you don't have shears like this, what you can do is go in with just regular ones and do a point cut and just kind of go in there and grab chunks out of it. That works just as well. But now it's just lighter. It's not as boom, like harsh. Okay, and I can go in and kind of pull more into this if I want to, but I actually want it kind of more jagged, so I'm leaving it like that. So let's pull this down and see what we have going on. And I am really really quite happy with what I did with my hair today. Saved me about $100. Bing, bang, boom. I'm all about doing things at home. If I can do them at home, I'm all about doing things at home that I can do at home. There are things like Botox that I can't do at home, so I'd rather save my money and spend it that way and then do things like this on my own.